Hello everybody, thank you for watching us. This is 129th Canton Fair live show. Today we are going to have a live show with Leroy Sommer engineer. I am Lily, the sales director of Keypower.
Thanks Lily, and this is Vincent Liu, the Leroy Sommer product manager of Asia EPG. And thanks for this great opportunity from Keypower that invite us to join this live stream show and have a dedicated section for Leroy Sommer.
Thank you. And now let's watch our video about Leroy Sommer company.
Nidec Leroy Sommer was founded in 1919, and to this day, the company is still registered in Angoulême in southwestern France. It has a total of 10 production sites, with customer and product support being managed by an international network of 80 sales and service centers. These centers are capable of offering 24-hour, uninterrupted worldwide sales support and technical assistance. 1 in every 4 alternators throughout the world is made by Leroy Sommer. Leroy Sommer Electrotechnique Fuzhou Company Limited is an important production base for the Asia-Pacific region and has nearly 34,000 square meters of manufacturing floor space. Leroy Sommer Fuzhou manufactures alternators in accordance with product design, technology standards, and quality control systems imposed by Leroy Sommer France and North America. The Leroy Sommer Fuzhou plant produces both industrial series and power alternators from 10 to 15,000 kilowatts. Heavy investment has been made in large-scale automation for the Fuzhou facility, especially for the range from 10 to 150 kilowatts, where the process is fully automated. The automatic line includes automatic winding, insertion, binding, and testing equipment. All key parameters are checked by the equipment, greatly enhancing production capacity and production efficiency of the plant, but also ensuring product quality and stability. Medium and high voltage alternators are built to suit the exact needs of the end users. Modular configuration, adapted performances, accessories. The most critical process is the manufacturing of high voltage coils, which requires strict quality control. Coil looping, taping, forming and finishing are done in a hydrostatic environment. In addition to coil manufacturing, the vacuum pressure impregnation process includes several quality checks to ensure winding longevity. Leroy Sommer alternators feature cutting-edge technologies. The patented AREP excitation, auxiliary winding regulation excitation principle, for high short circuit and starting capabilities. Permanent magnet inserts to ensure voltage buildup. A load acceptance module to help engines cope with load impacts. With strong research and development capabilities and expertise, Leroy Sommer designs products that can meet the requirements and certifications of all applications. Leroy Sommer industrial product range includes TAL and LSA series from 10 kilowatts to 2,000 kilowatts. Power alternators are designed to customer orders with an output of 1 to 25 megawatts, with voltage up to 15 kilowatts, compatible with all prime movers such as gas, steam, hydro, or wind turbines. Leroy Sommer alternators are widely used in residential and commercial buildings, power plants, nuclear facilities, hydropower, rail, internet data center, oil and gas, and military facilities. Its alternators are compatible with all international prime engine brands as well as Chinese domestic brands. wind turbines and marine alternators that meet the technical standards of all classification society are also available. Leroy Summer pays the utmost attention to the well-being of its employees, providing a healthy and safe working environment, as well as a range of activities to promote cohesion with the entire organization. Leroy Summer supports several charitable causes in Fuzhou and the surrounding region, and has even created its own charity association, giving back to the community and striving to fulfill its responsibility towards those less fortunate. Nidec Leroy Summer, the world-leading specialist in alternators.
Okay, thank you for watching this Leroy Summer company introduced video. And next, I will go to the detailed presentation to show you who is Leroy Summer and what's the products of Leroy Summer and the general features of Leroy Summer products that show you why you should choose Leroy Summer. And before go to Leroy Summer company introduction, I would like to share something about the Nidec Group, because currently Leroy Summer belongs to Nidec Group. Nidec Group is a huge Japanese industrial group, and the headquarters of Nidec was founded in 1973, July, and actually it's quite young, but the sales revenue of Nidec is huge. For example, the net sales of 2018 is around 14 billion US dollar. And the main product, or say the main business of the Nidec Group is small precision motors and fans. Also like general motors and machinery, and also the electric and option components controllers. If you see the business of Nidec Group, it can be simply separated in 4 big business segments. From left to right, the first one is FDBM, which is dealing with the drive motors for hard disk, for the personal computers and servers. And the second one we call it GAMS, which is mainly deal with the DC motors and fans for the printer, copier, and also DVD gaming systems like Sony, PlayStation. And the third one, which is Leroy Summer belongs to, we call it ACIM, which is mainly to deal with the appliance, commercial and industrial motors and alternators, the rotation machinery, include and the fourth one is ANEC. It's mainly to deal with the automotive motors and electronic controls in the car, and include the drive motors and include the motors to use for like engine cooling fans and ABS-Cs and window lifts, something like that. And back to Leroy Summer. Leroy Summer was founded in 1919 in Angoulême, small town in France. And there are 2 brands under Leroy Summer. One is called Leroy Summer, and another one is called Kato Engineering, which is mainly served for American markets and American customers. And there are around 120 active patents globally. And as international company, we have business everywhere globally. So we have complied almost all the common standards and also certificates. And there are around 3,500 employees all around the world, and over 80 service and sales centers in over 40 countries. And for Leroy Summer, we mainly, our main product is alternator. And our alternator, power range of our alternator is up to 25 megawatt. So if see the sales of Leroy Summer by region, we can see that American own 40% of sales revenue, and EMEA, which is short from the Europe, Middle East, and Africa, own another 40%. And Asia Pacific own 20%. And if see the sales by product range, we can see that the low voltage product is all like 65%, and the main high voltage all the 35%. If quickly goes through the history of Leroy EPG, can see that actually there are two storylines here. One is for Leroy, which was founded in 1919 in France, and another one is for Keypower Engineering, which was founded in 1926 in USA. And the closing point of this story, these two storylines, is in 1990, Amazon, another huge industrial group, acquired Leroy first, and also acquired Keypower Engineering in 1999. If quickly goes through the history of Leroy company, and actually there are two storylines here. One is for Leroy, which was founded in 1919 in France, and another one is for Keypower Engineering, which was founded in 1926. And actually, they are separate story, but the closing point here is in 1990, Amazon, another big industrial group, acquired Leroy first, and in 1999, Amazon acquired Keypower Engineering as well. And because both of these two companies design, produce alternators, so Amazon just merged these two companies and set up one division called Leroy EPG division in 2014. And in 2017, Nidec just bought the Leroy EPG division as a package. So right now we belong to Nidec. And 2019 is the 100 years anniversary of Leroy. So until now, actually, Leroy is almost like 102 years old. And about the main plans of Leroy EPG, globally we have 10 main plants all around the world, include 3 in America area and 4 in European area, and 2 in India, and 1 in Asia to serve Asia Pacific market and customers. One thing I want to highlight here is only Fuzhou. In these 10 manufacturers, only Fuzhou is the one that can do both low voltage and main high voltage. Which means that for the Asia customers, Fuzhou can maximum to provide the service no matter it's low voltage and main high voltage. And also the solution could be flexible. For example, when the main high voltage, the busy season of main high voltage, our production line, our engineer of low voltage production line can support the main high voltage as well. It's for production line, and also it's for the technical support and after service. And for compliance, as I mentioned, that Leroy is a global company, and we have business everywhere. So we have complied almost all the common standards and also certificates, no matter for the products and also for the marine. And for the application, here just lists some like general or common application that can be done by generator. And if we simply group them as different kinds of application, you can see the first row is mainly for standby, and second row is mainly for the price generating, and the third row is mainly for some special application. And for example, for standby, it includes like commercial industrial building construction, and also we put data center and nuclear here as standby application, because for Leroy, for example, for nuclear, what our product can do is mainly for the emergency genset to power the safety and security systems for the nuclear. And for the generating, also all here include like power plant, hydro mining, oil and gas, onshore, offshore, and some also several is some special applications include like marine because we have to do the marine certificates for if the product sell to different area or different countries, they will have to they will have to be with different kind of marine certificates, and also defense. We have business with some armies of some countries, army of some countries, and traction is mainly for the big truck. And normally for such kind of big truck, each wheel will have a motor and generator to measure the power. And railway and also aviation. Aviation special here is because normally the machine for aviation application is the frequency is 400 hertz. Is totally different compared with the normal machine, which is like 50 hertz and 60 hertz. And if talking about the service, globally, Lirisema have over 417 networks, service networks all around the world. And here is a link, and you can just visit the NIDEC main page and access to generator service of generator, and you can see the list of our service contact, and you can just quickly check which was the most close to your location and raise the service ticket. For our service, normally we will follow the quick response principle, which normally we will call the 244, which means that telephone consultant is available for 24 hours every day. And we will respond within 4 hours once you get your ticket and requirement and your call. And our engineer will arrive at customer site within 1 or 2 days if in China domestic, and it could be longer if in overseas. It depends on the distance and location. And about the service product, or can say the service offering, here is not only the parts, but also we have a lot of like commissioning and diagnosis, which is mainly for the new machine arrived to the customer side, and training for the operators and users. Also maintenance to make sure the machine always running at the best condition. And expertise, which means that for some very complicated issue, we will send our expert to the customer side with the special tools to deal with that. And before and after, here is a comparison for the renew service actually. And it's not only just to renew the outside like painting, but also to exchange some parts inside to make sure the condition of the machine. And here is the main page of NIDEC, and we have some public media to introduce the new products, the success story, and the news of company in this public medium. And also we will publish the same information in some media platform, include LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and also WeChat for China. So in a summary, Lirisema is mainly produce alternator. We not sell the luxury goods, and we are French company, and our product range is from 8 kilowatt to 25 megawatt. And with more than 100 years experience, we can say that we are confident and have capability to provide our customers with the best or can say the most professional and economical solutions. And I would like to use several minutes quickly go through the Fuzhou plan, because if you purchase the machine from Keypower, normally the machine will be made in Fuzhou. And for Fuzhou history, first of all, Fuzhou was founded in 1995, and in 2005, it was changed to the name as current one, which is Lirisema Electrotechnique Fuzhou. And in 2007, we moved to the new location, which is much bigger compared with before. And until 2017, Fuzhou was keep investment for the product capacity for the product and also for the production. For example, in 2013, we just extension the power range to see the mid and high voltage business, because actually Fuzhou or Lirisema is one of the players that see the opportunity of the mid and high voltage markets in Asia very early. And at 2014, we launched the tail range globally. And to 2017, we belongs to Nidec, and at 2019 is the Lirisema 100 years anniversary. And here is the picture of the overview of Fuzhou. And the total area of Fuzhou is around 33,000 square meters, and there are around 900 employees. And Fuzhou, as mentioned, the Fuzhou is mainly to serve the Asia Pacific customers and market. If just quickly go through the Fuzhou introduction, and here is some pictures of the production line for small machine, which is 40 to 44. And what we do for small machine production line is to keep investment for the automation equipment or facility to make sure the capacity of the production, means that shorter lead time, and also make sure the excellent quality. And for bigger machine, which is like 46 to 50, what we're doing is to investment for the facility like a test bench and also the VPI, such kind of facility to also the same purpose is same, that to improve the capacity of the production and also to make sure we can do the bigger and bigger machine. And here is some picture for here are some pictures for the tail A range test from 40 to 49. And about mid and high voltage product, actually it's like a history storyline that at 2008 we can do the low voltage only. The highest voltage is only 690 volts, only 3 tons. And in 2014, we can do LSA 56, which is like 11,000 volts and 20 tons. And at 2017, we can do the LSA 58, which is the voltage is 13.8 thousand volt, and the machine is very big, it's around 30 tons. It's a big growth. And here is some here are some photos of the mid high voltage stator winding process. As I mentioned, that we look at the mid high voltage market or product or demands very early in Asia. So we have a lot of facility, or can say that we have very professional production line or process for the mid and high voltage product. And here is the VPI for the not only the big machine but also for the small machine. For small machine, we also use the VPI process to measure the longevity of the insulation system. By the way, VPI is short from the vacuum pressure impregnation, which is the one of the key process to measure the longevity of the insulation system. And also here are some photos for the facility or equipment like test bench for example the rotor balancing machine and also the tapping machine for the big products. As I mentioned that for mid and high voltage Fuzhou, what Fuzhou doing is to invest more equipment and facility to make sure we can make the bigger machine in Asia to fulfill the demand of Asia customers. And after the introduction of Leroy Sema company and also Fuzhou plants, we will go to detail of the product range of Leroy Sema. If see the product line globally, we can see that it could be simply split in three different groups. One is for low voltage, which include the TLA and LSA2 series. And the second one is mid and high voltage LSA. And the third one is Kato products, which made by Kato Engineering brands. And as I mentioned, the Kato is mainly served for the American markets, and because the customer and also the application and also the market demand is different compared with other regions. So Kato is quite different or special. Kato is mainly can deal with the heavy customized demands, and for example like oil and gas, onshore, offshore. If see the Fuzhou LSA low voltage range, we take 50 Hz 400 volt as example, and the power range of LSA Fuzhou low voltage is start from 10 kVA to 4,320 kVA. Product type number is start from LSA 40 to LSA 54.2, which means that if you have the demand within this power range, I mean 10 kVA to 4,320 kVA, you can just raise your ticket. And for LSA, we have three excitation systems, include the shunt, AIP, and PNG. Of course, we will recommend you the correct excitation system, depends on your application and the working condition. And also with different product type and different excitation system, we will have different standard AVR as different AVR type number is standard configuration. And for TLA range, also take 50 Hz and 400 volt as example. The power range of Fuzhou TLA range is starting from 13 kVA to 1000 kVA, and the product type number is start from TLA 40 to TLA 49. Saying that with different application and demand, we will recommend different excitation systems, include shunts, include AIP plus, and also the PNG. And with different excitation systems and different product, there will be different standard AVR. And for mid and high voltage, globally, our product, the voltage of our product is up to 15,000 volt, and the power is up to 25 megawatt. And as for mid and high voltage product, normally the demand is, majority of the demand is for customization. So here just some customized selection for our mid and high voltage product. It's quite basic. For example, like ports, you can choose the ports, different speed, with different voltage and with different power. Then you can choose a lot of different product type numbers. And if go to the detail, there will be a lot of different options, include like IP level, like the cooling systems, air to water, air to air, different cooling systems, and also single bearing, double bearing, and some sensors for the vibration, for the temperature, and also for the current CT, and also like a space heater, something like that. I just want to highlight that all such kind of option Leroy can offer. But the most important thing is we have experience, we have very strong engineering team or application support team to help you to figure out what kind of options you need and what kind of options is no need, which means that we can give the professional solution, but also very economical at the same time. So you don't need to put everything in the machine. And about the application and target market, it's mainly for the low voltage. As introduced before, you can see that for low voltage product, we have two series. One is LSA and one is TEL-A. And for TEL-A, the target application, or say the target market, is mainly for the standard market, which no need that much customization and that much option. And with that kind of standard product, we can offer, or we can fulfill almost all the demand of such kind of applications, standard application. For example, like rental, telecom, industrial, construction, and so on. And for LSA, we call that extreme series, which is mainly can deal with the extreme application with heavy or more customization and food options for the LSA. For example, like marine power plant and gas steam turbine and so on. And for mid high voltage, here just list some common applications, include like oil and gas, onshore, offshore, nuclear power plant, marine, and also data center as well. For Leroy AVR, here just list some three like famous or can say that is selling stuff of the digital AVR. And one interesting thing highlight here is Leroy digital AVR is not only suitable for Leroy alternator, but also suitable for other brands alternators. And here is the map of AVR for LSA and TEL-A with different excitation system and with different product type number, with different products. We will offer different AVR as standard configuration for both LSA and TEL-A. You can see that even the power range is same and the excitation is same, but our standard AVR for LSA and TEL-A is totally different. The purpose for this is to make sure that the machine can run perfectly, but also have to be economical. And next, I would like to introduce some general features or general advantage of Leroy products. In general, Leroy Summer, we always say Leroy Summer has high power density, which means that we can provide the same power with more complex size, or changed way that we can offer higher power with the same size. High efficiency means that more power output and with the same engine power input. And low reactance, better to handle the disturb loads, which is very important for some applications like IDC and telecom. And high starting capability, which means that the lower voltage dropping. This one is important for the system. If the systems inclusive the motor and fans that request the high starting kVA, starting capability, that kind of system. And high reliability means low warranty rate, and also modular design is mainly for the mid and high voltage. And perfect matching with popular engine brands, because as I mentioned that we have more than 100 years experience and we have business everywhere globally. So actually we have very good like friendship or the cooperation with the famous engine brand include like Caterpillar, Kohler, Mitsubishi, and Perkins, and also Weichai in China as well. And with that much experience and also with the know-how of generator, we are confident and have capability to say that we can provide our customers the competitive and professional solution. And if we move to some like competitive advantage of Leroy Summer products in general, the first one I would like to introduce the AIP, which is short from the auxiliary regulation principle, excitation principle. And this one is actually is the Leroy Summer patented excitation system for more than 30 years. And in general, Leroy Summer can offer 3 different excitation systems, include shunt, PNG, and AIP. If simply defined these 3 excitation systems, we can say that the main difference is the way that how to power the AVR. For shunt, for example, AVR will be powered by the alternator phase voltage, which means that just imagine that if the short circuit happens for such kind of alternator with shunt excitation system, the phase voltage will be 0, which means that the AVR will not have the power. It cannot work. So we say that if the alternator with shunt, it will not have the short circuit current sustainability. And normally we will not recommend the applications, for example, like parallel application to go with shunt excitation system. And the second one, PNG. If simply compare with shunt and PNG, the picture can see that for PNG there is additional path at the end of the alternator. It's a permanent magnet generator. It actually is a generator, and also for PNG, AVR will be powered by the PNG separately with the alternator. So still imagine that if the alternator with PNG get the short circuit happen, so the phase voltage will be 0, but AVR still can get power from PNG. So normally we will say that for the alternator with PNG excitation system, it has the short circuit current sustainability. And for AIP, which is Leroy Summer patented excitation system, there will be 2 group auxiliary winding inserted in the main stators. One is proportional to status voltage and one is proportional to status current. And also there will be a permanent magnet inserts in the exciter stator. And to secure voltage built up when the machine stops. And send it if we image the short circuit happen for this alternator with a Arab AIEP excitation system, same that the phase voltage will be 0, and also the voltage of stator will be 0. But at this time, the oscillating winding, which is proportional to current, will power the AVR. So normally we'll say that if the machine with AIEP excitation system also has the short circuit current sustainability. So as a summary, simply do the comparison between shunt and PNG and AIP to see the advantage and disadvantage. And for shunt, we normally will say that PNG and AIP both have better performance than shunt, because the starting capability and also the short circuit current capability. And the advantage of shunt is the compact size and also the better cost. So normally if alternator run singly, we will recommend shunt. And if compare between the PNG and AIP, it actually is obviously that PNG has more disadvantage. For example, there will be additional size because PNG is additional generator at the end of alternator. And so if you normally, or can say that no matter how small the PNG it is, it will be additional size, additional physical size for the genset. And another point is no matter how simple or how small of the PNG it is, it's still a rotation machine. So the failure rate of PNG will be higher than AIP, because AIP is just auxiliary winding, is the electric components. And for also to have an additional generator means higher material costs. So based on this, for Leroy Summer, we will recommend AIEP. And here is just a picture to show the auxiliary winding. It will be inserting the stator. So if we see the performance, we can say for these three excitation systems, it's mentioned that AIP and PNG have better performance than shunt. Here is for the starting capability. Normally for AIP and PNG is over 250% of the rated current, or can say that it's the low in at sustained voltage, means that without voltage continue dropping. And for short circuit capability, if with the AIP and PNG excitation system, alternator can have, like for example, like LSA have the 300% of the rated current for 10 seconds for selective protection, which this function or this feature is necessary for some applications like marine and also for the parallel application. And the second advantage is LAM, LAM, which is short from the low acceptance modular. It's mainly a function that how the machine, when the machine suddenly get the impact load, 100% impact load, and it will help the machine recover the speed, rotation speed, and like voltage and frequency to the rated level. It's quite helpful if G3 or G2 standard requested. And with some chart to show the difference that with lump and without lump. You can see that the full line is with lump function and the dashed line is without lump function. And the first chart is voltage and second is frequency, and here is low on the shaft. Can see that no matter for voltage and for the frequency and also for the load, the shaft loads, if with the lump function, means the full light, the machine or can say that the generator can recover to the rated level smoothly and high and faster. And this function is inserted in the Leroy Summer AVR, which is above R250. And this module actually could be switched off, but it will be switched on as the standard configuration. And the last one is the edge insulation class. For Leroy Summer product, no matter low voltage, medium voltage, and high voltage, all the product range use edge insulation class for the insulation system. Here is just some introduction about the edge insulation class system, edge insulation class. And normally, if we see the catalog of the product, you will see something like class H-H, or HF or HB. And there are two definitions here. One is insulation class, and one is temperature raise class. So if the insulation class and temperature class is at the same level, the longevity of the insulation system will be like 20,000 hours. If the insulation class one level higher than the temperature raise class, for example like HF or FB, the longevity, the life of the insulation system will be like 80,000 hours. And if two level higher, for example HB, and the longevity of the insulation system could be like 320,000 hours. And this data, these numbers are all from the third-party data. So I just want to highlight that for Leroy Summer product, we all offer edge insulation class, which means that no matter what kind of application and what kind of what's the temperature raise class, we will offer the best longevity level for the insulation system. And that's all for today's sharing, and hope it will be helpful for you. And look forward, we can have opportunity to have the business and have cooperation in the future with Keypower, with customers of Keypower as well. Yeah.
Thanks for the introduction of Wilson about the product details. And I think it's very useful for the visitors to know what is Leroy Summer and how they make the alternators. Because we are all in Fuzhou City, so if you like to come to visit us in Fuzhou City, we can arrange a visit to the Leroy Summer factory tour.
Welcome,
right?
welcome, yeah.
Yeah, welcome. After COVID-19, absolutely, because now we need to have 14 days quarantine time. Yeah, if you come to China. And here we also have the 2 sample units of Keypower rental type generator. Both of them use Leroy Summer alternator.
Cool.
This one is Cummins with Leroy Summer, and that one is Perkins with Leroy Summer alternator. We have more alternator Leroy Summer in our workshop. Later we can go there and try to see more. Now here is our workshop for the assembling. Let's see, there are many machines here.
Okay.
All these alternators are Leroy Summer alternator with
Cool.
Perkins engines. And there you can see the Leroy Summer alternator with a Cummins engine.
Okay.
Now Leroy Summer is our standard configuration to fit with different engines like Cummins, like Perkins, Kubota, Yamaha, MTU, or Doosan, or Chinese Weitai, and those engines.
Good to hear that.
Yeah. But for different application, we would like to use different alternator. Like those one are the machines sell to Africa. They like some economical solution, so we recommend them to use Tail A alternator.
Yeah.
And for this one, because it's going to be sold to South Asia, and they like to have quite a reliable machine. You know, their environment and sometimes their mains cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite tough.
Yeah. So they like to use the RSA alternator. You can take a shoot on the alternator to see the difference. This is the RSA alternator. The nameplate is over there. Yeah, and yeah, this is the RSA alternator. Winston already introduced the difference between the RSA and Tail A. Do you think it's good enough to use Tail A alternator for the rental or the construction or the mining industries?
Yes, I can say yes, because we have a lot of like a sales success story for Tail, for rental, and for the one that you mentioned, to some very tough or challenging market like SEA, and also some England, British, and some such kind of challenge market because of the weather, because of the working conditions, and but already we have a lot of like success story sales to such kind of challenge market. But will be better if we can know the final target. I mean the location, working location or working condition of the machine. Because as you know, even for Tail we have some options as well, like system 2, system 4, and to make sure there's some protection inside for the installation system for some key components part, and to make sure the longevity of the whole machine. If we know the condition, I mean the working condition of the us to make the protection in advance.
Yeah. From the PPT that you introduced just now, TAL started from 2014, right? 17?
Yeah, 14 globally.
Yeah. So it's already 7 years.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we both got a lot of experience in what kind of application that Tier A can be used. And do you have any feedback from different customers or from different countries? Which country is good for promote Tier A series of alternator?
In general, if for the standard application of standard market, we all recommend TLA actually because of the competitive price.
Yes.
And if some countries with the challenge tough working conditions like weather, like harmonic, and also some chemical, something that can damage the installation system. As I mentioned, in Indonesia
Yes.
and like British, and we should
Humidity, huh?
we should try to do some protection inside. It's also an available option for tele, and we should try to do that kind of protection inside in advance.
Ah, it's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see. All these red machines will go to South Asia. We use RSA alternator, and for the other Perkins generators, we are going to use the TRA and also RSA series.
Okay.
Yeah. For the 60 kVA, we recommend to use the RSA series because these machines will be used for the rental market in Australia.
Okay.
I found that the price difference between RSA and TRA is quite small for the small range, like 30 kVA, 20 kVA, 60 kVA. Yeah, but for the bigger one, the price difference are quite a lot. Yeah, so it's.
We give a big discount to Keypower.
Oh, thank you. And you can you can see the difference. Maybe we can choose these two units. Yeah, this one is this one is 42.3, and the rating is 60 kVA, and it's RSA series. Yeah. This is the whole appearance, and this one is 20 kVA. Yeah, Tail A series. Yeah, you can see it's quite compact and looks very nice, and it's easier for Keypower to build the canopy for the customer using Perkins engine. That is also very compact. So the whole unit can be very small and very easy to move, useful for the home, office, and some small building to give them power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite good. But some of my clients kill me. They said they already accept the Tier A series, but it's made in France. I saw in your PPT there are 10 factories in the whole world. But Fuzhou factory is the newest one, right?
Yep.
Yeah. My clients want to know if the quality and the warranty will be the same if we use the TLA series made in Fuzhou, China, from French.
Yes, can say that no matter where it produce Tail A, no matter Tail A or Tail Zero, which is the name actually that the cell in Europe is the same, totally same design, follow the same standards for the product design and also for the production, and also the test to make sure the quality is same, totally same system and same standard.
Yeah, I think that means I was right. I told them iPhone also have different factories in the world, right?
Yep.
And they also have factories in China. What matter, it's made in China or India or different country, iPhone quality will be the same, right? So you can trust the Leroy Summer products made in Fuzhou and
Yep.
made by the generators from Keypower using the Leroy Summer alternator made in China.
Yep.
Thank you for watching
Thank
and
you.
hope to see you next
Hope to see
time.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye.